dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within, oh. I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame, oh. Do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm too sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no. intertwined, and you're not listening. It is your choice to make a little mockery, it won't do. Further down the line, still surrendering, trying harder to forgive you. Candlelight has gone out. Some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say. Thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now. Still I smile but don't speak. Will you please slow down? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you found me alone, when the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. When your nightmares turn to real life and the ground's filled up with landmines, we will face it, standing side by side. You know I'll come running when you need. I'm coming. You know I'll come running. You go to
It looks very heavy.
Tin bag. I did
Bag is
specific. I
right.
actually ran into Keizu into like one of the NA lower games. He was in chat, and I asked him. I was like, "More Luna, please.
Yeah.
More Luna."
cat.
So we're getting more cat.
To clarify, that is
Keizu.
his name's of his cat,
Yes.
not the hero. We're not seeing Viking suddenly
No, no.
picking things.
Offlane.
No, you don't want that. No. Boring drafts.
But effective.
Yeah, we are taking a lot of time thinking about this third ban. They've already banned out Bristleback and Timber, so a couple of sturdy off-lane heroes. Is there anything else I should be worried about for S4? Because that seems to be the person that they're targeting here.
I mean, the Tidehunter
Yep.
was something that he played very effectively. It was difficult to kill.
And that's currently probably what they're discussing. It's, do we need to use a ban on this Tide? Can we give it away if that's maybe what Alliance want to look towards?
They go for the Clockwork pick. Very effective against both of these supports, spotting them, jumping on them, making their life hard. Alliance banned out Ricky, kind of a similar principle. A very good core matchup against those two supports, so kind of just protecting them a little bit. But Clock will be more than fine. Very likely, what, 5 position, so much more likely that Puck is a core now, but not solidified just yet.
No, I think mostly we have... I don't think we have seen Celery play Puck at any point, so I think he's most likely a boom hero here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just put the Puck mid, off lane, Fury in. This Clock could be a 4 or 5, depending on what the plan is, but most likely is that 4 for Aramis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Alliance right now, they're in that kind of awkward position where there is that flexibility present in Vikings draft, and you decide how they're going to get into the game. And we're seeing that development from that Secret Series yesterday. This Tiny pick, it was said in the interview, or the fact that, wait, was it an interview? No, this was said during the commentary of the game, even better. It was the fact that he has this high armor hero. He can at least take a fight into these kind of big fighting style lineups, and he's like somewhat a front line. The item build is very open still. Some people like going for the strength blink first. Some teams like going for the small blink into E-Blade. There's a bit of versatility with it, but I can respect Alliance, you know, seeing what's been done already and trying to bring it in, but you need the correct draft, and with 2 more picks, this Tiny could have difficulties.
Yeah, there's some time for Viking to prepare for this one.
I really like the overall main blink adaptation for Tiny. It makes a lot of sense though, because like you're just gonna get tanky naturally. You buy phase boots, you have lots of raw HP plus the armor, but then the overall main blink helps solve the AoE issues that you have, where normally you have to rely on Avatos to clear waves. You buy overwhelming blink, and now it's like you do this like 400 AoE damage nuke can really help offset things like tree ambush from Nature's Prophet and help Tiny just like cascade his burst damage a little higher.
And also, I think it's one of those classic combinations into the Puck as well, because in lane, the Tiny shouldn't really get too much pressure. And in the game, Puck's always good about phase shifting these easier stuns, but with the Tiny, with the good positioning, that instant lockdown, that Avatos, you can instantly blow them up. So it's going to be very much who sees who and the vision advantage. Of course, Viking are ahead with that. You've got the Treant scouting around, the rocket flare everywhere, but that's kind of also the main objective for this Tiny. It's find the Puck, kill the Puck.
You also can't forget the fact that Limp is, like, this is his hero. This Tiny hero was like, especially, you know, it's a while back. So he knows the ins and outs of this matchup probably very, very well, even though it has changed so much.
And you're not listening. It is your choice to make a little mockery. It won't do. Further down the line, still surrendering, trying harder to forgive you. Candlelight has gone out. Some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say. Thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now. Still I smile and don't speak. Will you please slow down?
You're putting yourself out there to die most of the times, but you're going to get that Ravage off. You know, it's very different when you're playing mid, so could have an impact for sure. As Limp he can make a lot of rotations, and Tidehunter, you can't match rotations.
No, not at all. I mean, what is sort of your job as a mid-tide? Just to protect your tower and get someone to come and fight with you when you hit 6 in the mid lane, rather than relying on you to go to a side lane?
I guess I'm honestly not too sure with this game, because I'm only really certain when I see it with literally versus Lycan or versus these push lines
as a straight lane counter. Yeah,
exactly. You just park yourself there, and this one it's gonna be harder because his lane's not gonna go great either. I'm seeing the Tiny already taking advantage significantly of this. Like the cleave even hurts Tidehunter a lot just when he gets hit.
Yeah, well, we'll see what Boom's able to do, but I think, you know, at least on the other side of things, as they were pointing out the pan, you know, Kezu on the puck, this is something that he does play. So he's definitely going to have more responsibility of sort of reaching that level of play that we know that he can do on the puck, and making sure that he is the one setting up and making moves happen, which is definitely going to be hard with Hansken constantly on the hunt for him in the action with that Hex.
I feel like his lane's not that easy either. Ursa actually doesn't do that bad versus the puck. You have pretty massive base armor, so you actually can withstand versus that pressure. They just have to watch out for the Aramis rotations of the Clockwork if he catches them, but they're speedy. They have ways to play around Cogs, the Ursa and the Coddle. So I'm seeing some really solid lanes coming out from Alliance. Top, though, we are seeing that Bloodseeker having a very good time with that Nature's Prophet. You know, they did pick these two supports, and then the Nature's Prophet came out, so they knew that this NP would have a good impact versus him, and right here he is securing the lane for sure. This mid disparity is getting pretty big, though. 6 denies, 20 last hits for the Tiny, 12 on Boom.
I mean, as you say, I think this is just down to the fact that this isn't something that he's used to playing, and Limp is on, yeah, well, one of his best heroes.
It also was, he killed Gush level. You know, that he tried to get like a first.
Was that for the fight?
That ruined him, I think, because he hasn't had Anchor Smash to reduce the base damage of the Tiny, which I feel like would have actually evened out the lane completely. I think it was for the fight. He's really falling behind now at this point. As now, looking to get aggressive. Limp will toss him under the tower to try to secure himself some last hits. And we will see those rotations for the 4-minute room. As Limp scurrying his way up toward top. They have Hanskin and a Treant. Spawns bottom. Fortunate for Viking.
Let's see. I mean, and in this sort of game, is this is a game where you feel that for Alliance, they're going to be feeling more confident at all stages. Nico Baby Xerxes is sort of set up for this game to, you know, late game, that there's not going to be much that can carry against this Ursa.
Yeah, I think that they're comfortable through like all stages. Yeah, exactly. Like early, mid, late game, they can actually just fight and also just chill back and farm if they need to, if this Ursa gets the opportunity to. It looks like a really solid draft from them. They just have to watch out a bit about the timings around, like, you know, the coil as well as the Ravage that's going to be coming through when Bloodseeker looks to fight before the Ursas.
So honestly, I was very interested. I have been looking up some stats on Boom's Tide. So as far as I can see, he's never played Tide in a competitive game, and he's played 16 games of it on his pub profile. So only 16 games of Dota. He's got a 31% win rate on it. So this is this is very much a hero that it really has to be, because they felt that they cannot do the puck mid. They've had to put him in a position where he is, without a doubt, very uncomfortable. And this is, you know, this is not his comfort zone. So pressure's going to be onto him. We'll see what he's able to do, but it's not going to be easy for him this game.
No, it's not. They had to, right? They had to run the two regions. There's the Ursa and there's the Lion. So there's no way that they could have the puck in mid. They can't have the Tide off lane. They had to switch it up. Boom. He's gonna have to go to base. Limp will keep himself farming in the mid lane and continue to grow that much faster. Down bottom, seeing Celery attempt to pressure with this.
Here we go. They can get Nico Baby. They're diving in. He's trying to cut his way through the trees, and he's able to jump out to the side, and that might just save him, actually. His Earth chucks across the tree line, and he is away. Unfortunately there for Viking, they were very, very close to catching him, but couldn't quite take him out. As Nico Baby will have to TP back to base to refuel. He won't quite go down.
Awkward ways for them to set up for these. Oh, another courier. Celery will get that one at least, but awkward ways for them to set up with their supports. You know, the stuns are very lackluster on the draft of Viking until they do get those level 6s online. They literally have battery assault until level 6 comes out. So it is very underwhelming for them to try to catch those heroes and keep them locked down.
Let's see how Shad doing. Shad's farm. I mean, it's still very close between him and Nico Baby. You know, both of the carries are getting free farm in the safe lane. I mean, it's a chill game. You know, 7 minutes in, nobody dying. So yeah, both carries are gonna be happy with that. It's just a case of whether Vikings going to be able to find that sweet spot where they're able to zip in and get active with Shad at a stage where Nico Baby's still vulnerable. Sort of got those sort of get sort of the first 2 items in which he's going to have almost a farming item and the items to enable him in the team fights and make up for the Bloodseeker just to go toe than Ursa.
I'm worried that S4 is actually going to become more of that carry for the side of Alliance.
He's going to put the Ravage here to try and up the back. But they're indeed going to keep on moving. S4's got a Rolling Thunder if it's needed. As he's ready to roll into the river. He's going to have to control it. Nico Baby's a little spooked though. The mass TPs are coming in from Viking. They won't get Boom, so Boom will live. Everybody pretty much coming into the mid lane there to put Alliance off from fighting for more. And Alliance, they do respect that. You can see straight away Alliance, they're aware of when they don't want to push any further to try and get a tight kill.
Yeah, giving him some respect. The fact that double bracer, he did it at the backup of the medallion from Celery.
Yeah.
They do back away. They do get the first blood though, and Nico Baby, he will be able to mid lane the farm. They'll have Limp play this bottom lane that's a bit scary for the Ursa.
Even though they don't get a kill, though, definitely a nice relief across the map when that Ravage has been used to turn this around. Shaq, can you get in range for any action here? Lions, they're already backing well away. So Viking there, they're bringing the four of them down. Not able to stop Alliance from taking the rune away from them, and unable to get a catch on anyone either.
And that was the coil used from Kezu to try to get themselves any type of kill. So now they can play a little bit more aggressive on Alliance, knowing that is down.
They're smoked up here. They're ready to try and get back in with the combo, maybe. S4's got the rolling thunder.
Scary.
Shad's going to open up with a rupture. S4 is going to get himself hidden underneath the tower. Jumps out of the blood bright to avoid the damage, and now he's ready to turn. Holds the ground to get the swashbuckle touch from a distance. Very nicely played there by S4 to dodge around the damage and have an impact whilst being ruptured.
They're feeling their strength right now in Alliance. Limp just having this insane game on the Tiny already. He's got the 4-4 build, so that burst is at almost its maximum now. For quite a long time, that he's going to be able to just set up and kill a lot of these squishier heroes like that Nature's Prophet. And nice hold there from Alliance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Obviously, Boom, he's just going to go full on tank. Double bracers, Sanj. Wants to make sure that he doesn't get burst and that he's going to have the opportunity in these fights to really wait off before he pops the Ravage and not really be in situations where he feels forced to use it prematurely.
Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to go for something like Halberd or Ghost Scepter, because he is playing versus Ursa, so you have to get something to pertain to the Ursa, because there's that magic damage and all that, but Ursa will make you squishy, no matter what type of build you do go, unless you get one of those two. Said, as they will